Hello, BookTube. It's Friday the 29th of July, so that means another Friday Reads. I've had a little better reading week, mainly because the weather has cooled down a little bit. Still warm and hot at times, but not as bad as it was in the previous weeks. Next week, though, well, they're calling for high temperatures again, up in the high 30s, early 40s Celsius, so 90 and over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. But as I say, I did get some reading done. I finally finished Mirage. That's the first book in Mark W. Tideman's Isaac Asimov's Robot Mystery, and there's a video up about that. And then I've also read the second book, Chimera, and there's a video up about that as well. And today I got halfway through the third book, Aurora, and fingers crossed I can finish it tomorrow and have a video for that. So I am catching up with the Future History Project. Next week, for reading wise, let me just get to something here that I want before the others, because it's to get fully caught up with the Future History. Let's get these resettled. The next book after Aurora is another robot book by Alexander C. Irvine. It's Have Robot Will Travel, a Byron Priest robot mystery. And Byron Priest is the, I think it's the publisher. But it's got the same characters. It's got Derek, and Ariel in here as well. Let's try to get this. It's an interesting cover, and it's the same on the back. But it's short, so hopes are that I can have a video up on this on Monday, and that gets me caught up sort of currently. And this coming week is Robots and Empire. Back to Isaac Asimov. Thank God. It's a little longer. It's 430 some pages. I may not get this all done during the week because I won't be starting to read this till later in the week. So I might have a weekend video for this rather than my usual Thursday. Because, as you will see, it's a fairly full reading week. For our August of Adventures, the first week that Mark at Booktime and Elvis and I are reading, this is Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. And it's short, so I should be able to polish that off. It's not even 200 pages. So I should be able to polish that off pretty quickly. It's a reread anyway, so... and then... on top of that, begins on Monday, also begins Babylon 5 2022. And for August, I am reading the Psychor trilogy. And the first book is Dark Genesis, the birth of... Always glare, regardless. Birth of the Psychor. This was written by J. Gregory Keyes. It's based on original outline by J. Michael Straczynski. And it was published 1998. And this is a reread as well. So it's short. It's 250 pages. Is it? Is it even that long? 266. So not too bad. Then, as well, is... Oh, the one I want to read is down here, sorry. Also part of Mark and I's, our Misplaced authors, we're doing Dornford Yates this month, and I'm reading the first Chandos, or no, he's reading the first Chandos novel, which is Blind Corner, and I'm reading the second one, Perishable Goods. And that'll be read this week, and it's just under 300 pages, so that's not too bad, and it's very quick reads. These are, and on top of that is Audible August, that was created by Gareth at Books, Songs, and Other Magic. And I'm going to be reading for the month the Beiderbecke trilogy. There's 3 books in here. The first book is a novelization of the first series, The Beiderbecke Affair. The other 2 were written first, and then the series were made. So I am going to watch The Beiderbecke Affair on DVD, first of all, and then read the novel, and that'll be this week as well. These are short, too. They're just about 200 pages or just over. So, yeah, that's my reading. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's not too bad. 5, 6 books. 6 books to read. That's not too bad. Because they're all pretty well short, except one, the Robots and Empire. But that will probably carry on into the following week, I suspect. And also, to Aurora is going to be hopefully finished tomorrow. So yeah, so that's my Friday reads. What have you been reading this week? And are you joining us for August of Adventures, for Dornford Yates, our Misplaced authors, and for Babylon 5 2022? I won't ask about the Future History Project, because I know there's just a few diehard of us that are still going on. It's a year-long project, so we've dropped many along the way. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good reading weekend, and the weather treats you as best as possible. And fingers crossed that it's not as bad as it's calling for next week. So anyway, that's my Friday reads for July 29th. Take care, BookTube.